Okay, ready? That's the first time anybody on the set can make an arbitrary decision to cut me at any time, and they do it. You understand that? Anybody would just go cut and I'm off the air. Shut up.
I can't imagine why.
Me neither. Why don't you go get another spray-on tan, stupid? All right, the reality, speaking of the reality Cancun, the first reality movie opens Friday in theaters near you, created by the producer of The Real World. Let's take a look at this clip.
All right, we're going to start this wet t-shirt competition, so we're going to need some hot ladies up here.
That girl's like 14 years old. Now, what do you guys think of this, okay?
I, for one, am excited about this movie because it's a lot easier to be the creepy old guy in the back of the theater than the creepy old guy at spring break. So,
and we know what both of us feel like.
Yes, we do, Colin.
I really don't. I don't need to see the real Cancun. I'd like to see the real Hong Kong. Which is about a bunch of Chinese people making scatological pornography and coughing into each other's faces.
Say it so I can get $20.
Yeah.
Say it.
He's not going to say
the word.
Say what? Exercise.
No, SARS, stupid. Say it.
We had a bet. We had a bet that SARS would be the first joke out of your mouth.
No.
It's going to kill in the theaters. I mean, all these, you get a bunch of kids that go, oh, we went on spring break. As long as my daughters aren't in it, I don't care.
They are in it, stupid.
I mean, why wouldn't it do well? Every type of reality programming has worked. I mean, they're on Real World like 19 now, right? So why wouldn't that movie work?
And it's also a question of the reason these movies are out is because now they're finally realizing everything on TV and movies, most of it stinks. It's written by dummies. And that, even though reality TV may stink, it doesn't stink as bad as regular TV always does.
Yes, it does.
No, it does. It's worse. You know what's sad? That you actually, I know why you're defending regular TV, because your dumb manager probably told you, hey, Jim, they're really noticing you on the show. You actually think they're going to fly you out for some dumb meeting, and you know what? You're never going to be the lead on a show. They're not going to build a sitcom around that. What's going to happen is...
Yes, they will.
They will.
They will, Colin. Come on, stop it. Stop it. They'll call it living inside a tequila bottle.
Yeah. That would be encouraging, though, because it's like, even if, no matter how bad you do in this business, you can always get a job hosting a show on Comedy Central. Let them finish laughing, stupid.
That was great.
The reason people want to watch reality programming is because people are like me. I would much rather watch real people cry and have crises than people pretend to reenact some writer's idea of what a crisis is. Let real people go.
But they're not showing real situations. They're showing contrived situations. Joe Millionaire, that wasn't a real situation. It was built so everybody could feel okay when they walked away. They're not showing reality.
Yeah, but people got upset and they cried and they had, that's what I want to see. I want to see people break down and lives get ruined.
Now, wait a minute. What about reality? Now, amateur porn is reality, so people love amateur porn, yes? Yeah. Why do you love amateur porn? Do you like it better than regular porn?
It makes you feel like you could possibly...
Oh my God!
It makes you feel like you could possibly. Come on! It makes you feel like you could possibly be there,
right?
And do it.
Yeah.
And you know what else? These are we should support amateur porn filmmakers. These are people that are working outside of the studio system, and I think.
First of all, whoever made these cards does not know you guys, because one of the questions. Do you ever go online to look at porno? Do you ever get offline when you're looking for... No. Now, you guys we want to talk about the vacation, because you guys had a vacation getaway, a nice family vacation. There was a little reality TV, a little Ugly American, a little Graham Greene type, It
was great.
Comedy.
It was Brazil.
These guys went to Brazil. They just got back. Awful, has that tan year round. It doesn't matter if he's,
Let me tell you something.
Doing a one-nighter in Teaneck, he always has that tan.
And, something wrong with his liver.
You can see Jim, Jim can't, he's not allowed out in the sun. He's got a combination of the powder disease and a couple of other things, like the boy in the plastic.
You got a picture? You got a picture of him on?
We got some pictures of them on their vacation.
Man.
This is the kind of artwork they were doing down there.
Look at that.
Yes, the guys, you see beautiful women there, and what do you think?
That is that that.
dramatic.
I know,
Yeah,
you're
that's
No, you're trying to. No, he was visiting.
that's a Yao Ming poster.
Let me tell you something. If you think Meryl Streep is a good actor,
Yeah.
watch a whore or prostitute pretending he's good looking. Okay? Pretending he's in shape.
I can't. I'm trying to put myself into the mind of a whore in Brazil and seeing you three guys walk in the door, and I don't know who I would go for.
That goes without saying. Look at that little mush right there. We were sitting.
True.
We were sitting.
You actually the good-looking one. Is that horrifying?
Listen.
Shut up, stupid! And stop trying to get all. At least he's packing you. Stop buying Viagra over the counter there.
First of all, we were sitting. We're eating, right? We're eating, and I look at him and I go, "Be careful about the seafood. You might get sick." Right? And then I realize he's going on hookers in Brazil, and I'm warning him about fish.
People.
Did you guys? On that note, I would like to say we'll be right back, and I hope you appreciate the openness that these guys trusted you with just now. We'll be right back. Patrice wants to say something.
I'd like to say that picture was a touch-up by Comedy Central. It was done earlier, and she was a model, and it was all staged.
Yeah. It was a touch-up to say it didn't make you look ashy.
Boss, going after your own culture. Finally gonna laugh from your people. Now what? Go ahead, boss.
When we were in Brazil, after I was done with a beautiful prostitute who was a 10, a 10, okay?
A 10 in American or Brazilian?
Calm down. All right, a headliner's talking now. Listen to me. All right? Now, I'm done with this beautiful hook. I'm laying in bed watching TV. This is true. And everything's dubbed in Portuguese. And Crocodile Dundee, too, is on. And his dumb little stupid part comes on. Not only do you stink in English, you stink in Portuguese, too. Okay? They hate you in more than one country. I'm telling you, it's horrible.
You sold that a lot better than it really was. But
Yeah.
I'm telling you, hey, please.
I'm going to overact that one a little
Shut
bit.
up, I'm a big act. Can't believe I'm doing this with you.
Only on his show he brags. Yeah. He brags like as if he was a movie star. I'm with a prostitute. He's saying like he's really scored. Shut up! What type of look, you know what we're going to talk about? Many wonder if they armed the pilots. Was there an armed pilot on you guys' flight?
They don't announce that. We don't know.
Yeah. And I don't think they should have
fella.
those drunks. They should
What's that?
They're drunks and they're ex-Vietnam vets, man. One little dude slipped and hit his head on the door and he's turning around. Let me tell you, man, El Al Airlines, they don't have hijackers because they check every car a mile away from the airport. So, see, America is confused with freedom, losing freedom as losing convenience. We don't want to lose convenience. We don't mind losing freedom. We just don't want to get to we want to get to the airport on time, but they should just check every car a mile away from the airport. If you got a 12 noon flight, get there at 2 a.m.
That's what's good about pilots with guns. I mean, that is the last line. If a pilot has a gun, that's it.
I want them worried about flying. I want them worried about shooting somebody too. The power to think that they can shoot. When do they get to shoot?
Well,
when
that's
they
why
think it's a hijacking?
Well, first of all, I agree with you, actually. I think that they should absolutely arm all white pilots.
Listen.
That's redundant. Why even say white? What? Chinese ones?
So tape, there should be racial profiling at the airports. Whenever it's a terrorist attack in this world, you know who you think of
What
first.
show are you on?
You don't go, oh, those Scottish are at it again. At the airports, you know.
On?
That was from the NBC calling question.
No, it wasn't. I didn't do that show. Don't tell me. Now you're trying to say that joke.
You're using this joke you wrote in December. You wrote that in December.
Well, it really annoyed me the fact that he was saying that racial profiling should be. Who do you think? You don't think you're going to be stopped, you little dirty-looking Arab? You're going to be stopped.
It's true.
Oh, yeah. Okay, little militia boy.
Yeah.
That wasn't bad.
It wasn't stolen. It wasn't funny.
It was funny. He started to laugh.
All right.
And the other thing I hated, I have to be honest, everyone's disgusted me so far, including myself on this show, but was when Patrice goes, LL Airlines, like he's Mr. Sophisticated World Traveler. Instead of saying an Israeli airline, which I've never been on, my agent told me that it's
Look,
shut up and let the crowd laugh at my joke before you jump
the
in.
boss.
All right, look, I Has it been filmed? Oh, it's the end of the.
They shouldn't give. Look at this.
No
Look at
applause.
this idiot. They should not.
He needs a gun.
You just hate him because he looks like every guy at social services. They call from the back. They go, should we let him know? When we come back, Nick DiPaolo, Patrice, and I will respond to the message board. Oh, it is so good. You know, one thing we love is when you go online and tell us what you think about the show. Tough crowd viewers are not only the most opinionated bastards, they're also the worst spellers, all right? I've been promising we're going to respond to some of these comments on the air. I thought I'd ask two of our most controversial panelists, Nick and Patrice, to join me. Thank you. Yes. All right. Let's start with Patrice. Patrice, this one is from one of your biggest fans, apparently. We're not allowed to say their stupid email names, I guess. I think Patrice stinks, and I don't like him. Patrice uses the most overused white jokes. That's his entire act. It's not the fact that he uses them, but he steps on everyone else's punchlines to get to them. Oh, yeah, and he's fat.
I know who that's from.
Well, look, he's probably quadriplegic. Typing with a straw in his mouth. He is fat. F you, jackass. I have to cut people off sometimes because sometimes I have to get my point out, man. So I can't let stroke mouth and the Puerto Rican always squeeze their knock-knock jokes out. Give me a chance, man. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Here's the next one. Patrice has two things. Patrice has two things going for him in comedy. This is what this one's from.
Yeah, cholesterol and cancer.
No.
Did you see him cover that?
Look, here's Patrice. Patrice has two things going for him in comedy. He's black and he's fat. He doesn't have to try very hard to come up with good material. If you're a fat, minority, gay, female, or handicapped, you should be a comic. Skinny white male comics are the funniest people out there, but political correctness holds us down.
Amen.
Oh,
Amen.
Thank you, Greg Odell. This guy got to be a hacky little white comic, of course. But you know what? I don't think it's Greg because he's Jewish. This is the work of a real solid Aryan. So it's one of these white boys who watches me in the back and wonders why I'm not bombing every night. Shut your face, stupid, and take the 2 stars Naomi Judd gave you, you idiot.
Okay. Nick, you're next.
Hey, you got time for me? Thanks.
Yes. Nick. All right, this one's from some fan of yours. It says, Nick is a dumb dago working class bore. His IQ is under 100. He's as funny as a urine-stained New York alley. Just by being alive, he makes fun of low-end white trash. What a travesty.
Dumb dago? Who the hell are you, Elliot Ness? If you're going to use an ethnic slur, use something somebody other than Strom Thurmond's going to find funny. You know, what next, nincompoop? And as far as my IQ, it is under 100, but that's only because your sister swallowed 40 points of it last night. And hold on, I'm not finished with you, you punk. And as far as being funny as a urine-stained alley, who would know more about urine-stained alleys than someone who was conceived in one? Good night.
Now, here's another one. Nick DiPaolo. I even laughed at his jokes tonight. I finally saw some humility in him. And now I get his harsh jokes.
I didn't get a good one. I
Finish it.
Last week he seemed like a racist bigot to me. I'm glad to see he's not.
So you finally found me funny, huh? It's amazing how much better my jokes work when your view isn't being blocked by a pair of 14-year-olds' nuts. As far as humility doesn't make a comic funny. It's his point of view. You know, I want your laugh, not your vote. And as far as last week goes, maybe the only reason I seemed like a bigot was because you were watching the show while you were sitting on Spike Lee's lap. P.S. Bigot is spelled with 1 G, you dumb Pollock.
All right. I get too many to really, read them all, but here's one. Colin really needs to stop eating on the air. He looks like effing Jiminy Glick. And then this other person writes back to that person, hey, either Colin eats on air or we don't have to hear his incoherent rambling, or he doesn't eat on air and we do have to listen to his incoherent rambling.
Look at
I love that. Would you rather I spoke like this and just kind of gave you the joke and the punchline and be one of the comedians that laughs at his joke so that you get it? Is that the style you like, stupid? You can't follow individuals. What?
That's one of the insults they said about me on the message board. They laugh at my jokes all the time.
Is what?
What?
They say I laugh at my own jokes all the time on that message board.
Really?
I hate that message board, man. God damn
They
it.
said you laugh at your own jokes? But do you know what I'm talking about? First of all, do you know that I'm talking? But second of all, do you know what I'm talking about? I'm saying, everybody always complains, oh, comedy's too hacky. And then when you try to be your own self, whatever flaws you might have, then I got to listen to dummies like this who want a game show host with blow-dried hair and a suit, standing there smiling at them with perfect teeth. You mother. All right, listen. But wait a minute.
That was Jon Stewart you just talked
I
about.
really did get mad.
That's Ken Ober he's talking about.
This is... All right, this one's from a guy for me, just to show I've still got it. I drink his bath water. He could not be hotter. I'm not a fat chick either. I'm a bodybuilder who can't wait till Tough Crowd comes on every night. Rock on, you sexy Irish bastard. You know what? Listen, big guy. I'm a bit of an amateur bodybuilder myself. I've decided to throw you a bone. Here's a promo shot we decided not to use of me. Okay, well, thanks, everybody. We do read the message
Look
board.
like a gay bowling club.
That's good enough. We'll be right back. Well, you know what the funny thing is? This is like one of my favorite shows right now and my favorite people. I still feel like killing everybody on the panel right now. I don't even know why. Maybe I'm just a hateful person, or maybe you deserve death. I don't know. Think about it. Thanks to recent legislation, as of last Sunday, airline pilots are allowed to carry guns. So we asked our panelists, what other profession would you give guns to and why? Ken? I haven't said this in many years. Ken Ober!
Oh, thank you. I didn't know you felt that way about game show hosts. Okay. I think that shrinks should be armed. Not so much for their own protection, but for ours. You see, they are society's first line of defense. Every day they see problems that will never be solved. Years of Prozac and therapy don't come close to the healing power of a .38 slug carefully placed at the base of the skull.
Beautiful. All right. Jim Norton.
I think stand-up comedians should be allowed to be armed. This way, the next time you're on stage and some jack-off in the audience answers his cell phone, or some irritating Long Island whore is just staring at you blankly, shoving buffalo wings into her fat face. Or some guy with a bad mustache and dumpster breath comes up to you and goes, here's one you can use in your act. You could just put the barrel of the gun into their mouth and blow their stupid brains all over the bar menu.
All right. Patrice O'Neill.
I really think Jim Norton's T-cells should be given a gun. To help protect them from whatever virus he brought back from Brazil, because a drug cocktail ain't going to be enough. Also, Ken Ober should be allowed to carry a gun for security against Matt Lauer's attempt to have him murdered, so he can be the only one in show business with that awful haircut. It looks like something that you use to start a fire when you're stuck on a desert island.
Rich Boys.
Oh, Jesus. You know what? I would give a gun to the host of the Oscars. Your acceptance speech is too long. See ya. When we know you're a womanizer and a drug abuser and you start off by thanking God, dead. All right? When you want to take a bulletproof car to the Oscars and your eyes look like golf balls, dead. Okay? And most of all, when you use the Oscar forum to give your dumb, fat political views, dead.
All right. That was... And do you play a lot of golf without the L? Stupid. I would give golf balls. I say golf. Like, what? Shut up. Stupid. I would give easy. It's like, I would give guns to the McDonald's assistant managers. If you had to deal with every thug from your neighborhood trying to get a free fillet of fish, you ever stood in a line at McD's watching the abuse these employees have to take from everybody who's got $5.50. I got jumped by the straws and ketchups one day. There were two lines at McDonald's after midnight, the Bloods and the Crips. I had to get a 15-year-old kid in a Chiefs jersey to buy me my Happy Meal, okay? 2 double cheese, 1 fries, and strawberry shake. Holla back. That's how they give the order. Because everybody has to have a strawberry shake. I don't know why. Now, I know, Patrice, we've had this argument. You say, well, white people go to McDonald's too. But for you people, it's like Cheers. You know everybody in the place. They all know your name. Like, yo, what's up, bud? How you doing? Yeah, you know. All right, that's it, folks. He dismisses me like this. Remember, items may have settled in the overhead compartments during the show.
Good for you.